Hey everyone, welcome back. Today, we're diving into a topic that sparks a lot of conversation, and honestly, a bit of frustration for many, the way we experience school. The prompt we're exploring is how stupid school is, and the sentiment so in school. Lately, it's a powerful feeling, that sense of being stuck in a system that sometimes feels disconnected from real life, or that the way things are taught just doesn't quite click. Let's be real, there are moments in school that can feel, well, a little bewildering. You might find yourself sitting through a lecture on a topic that feels incredibly abstract, wondering how it connects to the world outside those classroom walls. Or perhaps you've experienced that frustrating disconnect where you're being tested on rote memorization, and it feels like the emphasis is on remembering facts rather than truly understanding concepts or developing critical thinking skills. That feeling of so in school lately, like you're just going through the motions, absorbing information without it truly resonating or feeling relevant, is something many of us have grappled with. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking the entire system is stupid, but I believe it's more nuanced than that. School, at its core, is designed to equip us with knowledge and skills. The intention is good. However, the execution can sometimes fall short of its potential, leading to those feelings of frustration and disengagement. Think about it, the curriculum is often designed for a broad audience, and it's incredibly challenging to cater to every individual's unique learning style, pace, and interests. What might be a fascinating subject for one student could feel like a tedious chore for another. Consider the pressure to perform on standardized tests. While these tests aim to measure academic progress, they can inadvertently encourage teaching to the test, prioritizing breadth over depth, and potentially stifling creativity and genuine intellectual curiosity. When the primary goal becomes achieving a certain score, the joy of learning can get lost. We might find ourselves memorizing formulas without understanding the underlying principles, or reciting historical dates without grasping the broader context and human stories behind them. This can lead to that feeling of literally just going through the motions, ticking boxes, without a deep sense of accomplishment or understanding. Another aspect that can contribute to this feeling is the rigid structure of the school day. Bells dictate when you learn, when you eat, and when you move to the next subject. While structure is necessary, it can sometimes feel inflexible, not allowing for the natural ebb and flow of curiosity. Imagine a student deeply engrossed in a particular topic, on the verge of a breakthrough, only to be pulled away by the next scheduled class. That interruption can be incredibly disruptive to the learning process and can leave a student feeling like their momentum has been lost. Furthermore, the way we assess understanding can also be a point of contention. Traditional grading systems often focus on quantifiable outcomes, which can be limiting. Not all learning can be easily measured by a letter grade. The development of soft skills like collaboration, communication, problem solving, and emotional intelligence are crucial for success in life, yet they are often harder to assess within the confines of a standard academic framework. When these vital aspects of development are not given the same weight as academic performance, it can feel like the system is missing something fundamental. The sheer volume of information we're expected to absorb can also be overwhelming. In an age of instant access to information, the traditional model of the teacher as the sole dispenser of knowledge is becoming increasingly outdated. While teachers are invaluable guides and facilitators, the emphasis on memorizing facts that are readily available online can feel redundant. This is where the stupid feeling can creep in. Why spend hours memorizing something you can look up in seconds? The focus, arguably, should shift towards teaching us how to find, evaluate, and synthesize information, rather than just memorizing it. However, it's crucial to approach this with a constructive mindset. Instead of simply labeling school as stupid, let's consider what aspects are falling short and how we can advocate for positive change. The feeling of so in school lately is a signal. It's a signal that perhaps the current methods aren't fully engaging us, or that the relevance isn't always clear. This isn't a condemnation of educators, who often work tirelessly within the constraints of the system. It's a call to re-examine the system itself. What if classrooms were more dynamic, incorporating project-based learning that allows students to explore topics in depth and apply their knowledge to real-world problems? What if we had more opportunities for personalized learning, where students could progress at their own pace and focus on areas that genuinely ignite their passion? What if assessment methods were more diverse, valuing creativity, critical thinking, and collaborative skills alongside traditional academic achievements? The beauty of the internet age is that we have access to an unprecedented amount of information and diverse perspectives. This can be a powerful tool for supplementing and enriching our formal education. We can explore topics that pique our interest through online courses, documentaries, podcasts, and interactive platforms. This self-directed learning can often feel more engaging and rewarding because it's driven by our own curiosity. The frustration many feel with school isn't necessarily a rejection of learning itself, but a yearning for learning that feels more meaningful, relevant, and empowering. It's a desire to be equipped not just with facts, but with the skills and mindset to navigate a complex and ever-changing world. When school feels disconnected from these aspirations, that sense of stupidity or litany can become overwhelming. So, while the prompt "how stupid school is" might seem harsh, it reflects a genuine sentiment that many experience. It's a call for evolution, for a system that better serves the diverse needs and potential of every student. It's about fostering a love for learning that extends far beyond the classroom walls, equipping us with the tools to not just survive, but to thrive. Thank you so much for joining me in exploring this important topic. I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. What aspects of school have you found challenging? And what changes do you think would make a real difference? If you found this discussion valuable, please consider following for more conversations like this. Until next time, keep learning, keep questioning, and keep growing.